Good morning, friends. Today we are going to see the next part of our lecture. In previous lecture, we learned about the syllabus. What is the syllabus and objectives of the course? How this is a ability enhancement compulsory course. Now we are going to learn about module first, which is about development of your communication skills. In it, we are going to learn developing vocabulary. As we already know what is the meaning of vocabulary, and in this particular module, you are going to learn only how to develop that vocabulary. Already you have a much vocabulary with you. So this is the first module of your syllabus for semester first. See, what is the introduction of this module? We all know that English has now become the language of education, literature, business, and everything. In every sector, we have to learn the English language or use the English language. When you learn English language in every sector of life, it means it is a world language. There are different uses of English language. In general, here we can see use for general and scientific needs. How it is used for general and scientific needs. In general, when we visit any office, when if it is necessary to speak in English, we have to speak in English. It is a general use of English. But when you think about scientific needs, when you are going to clear any concept or when you are going to use it for understanding of the meaning, it is called as a scientific needs. What is the next part? Goal of learning English. What are the goals of learning English? You must know it, because before learning this particular module, you should be particular about your use of and goal of language learning. Use of different language learning skills necessary for the developing communication. What kind of language learning skills you are going to learn in this particular module. Further, we can see it. Again, it is called as center of the language. Vocabulary is called as the center of the language, because instead of vocabulary, you are not going to make any sentence and use it in your day-to-day life or anywhere, or in your writing also. Vocabulary is a means to express own ideas, emotions, and feelings. That's why vocabulary is a necessary part of each and every language. So, particularly, you are going to learn developing vocabulary of English language for your further use or for your further learning in your commerce field. Next part, concepts. What are the concepts? That is, different concepts are there for the learning of vocabulary. To develop vocabulary, we must think of active vocabulary, which is called as a productive vocabulary, and passive perceptive vocabulary. There are many language learning techniques that can be used to develop vocabulary. So, here there are 3 to 4 types techniques you are going to learn. It is very tentative. There are n number of ways to develop the vocabulary. But when you are going to focus for your learning and for your development of your skill, you have to learn those techniques. So, active vocabulary, that is productive vocabulary, which you use in your day-to-day life. The total number of words a person uses in his own speech and writing, it is called active vocabulary. And passive vocabulary, which is already with you but you never use it. When you use it, it becomes active vocabulary. The words one understands as distinguished from the words one actively uses, our passive vocabulary, larger than our active vocabulary, the words we use ourselves. So, this is active vocabulary and passive vocabulary. A learner's passive vocabulary is the words that they understand but don't use it. Already I said, you know that words. You have to know how to make that passive vocabulary active one. That's why it means you are going to understand it and you are going to use it. So, this is about active vocabulary and passive vocabulary. Next part, ideas to develop vocabulary. What are the different ideas to develop vocabulary? This is the first part about word classes, open word classes and closed word classes. Already you learned what are the parts of speech. So this is only the revision of your parts of speech and how you are going to use it for development of your vocabulary and language learning skills. See, following word classes called as open word classes because by adding some particles we make new word from them. That's why it is called open word classes. You can add to that particular word, root word. It means they are inflected. They are open-ended. They are called as a content words because they carry meaning. That's why they are called as a open word classes. If you learn those open word classes, you will come to know how you are going to make a new word from the root word or from another word. See, here is a chart. Open word classes. First, which is the first class? Noun. Symbol is yen and examples door, bat, tree, fruit, etc. You can add to that particular open word class. You can add door to the doorbell, bat, bat ball, fruit, fruity, and a number of words you can use as a noun particularly, and you can add some particles to it. When you think about another one, verb, symbol is V, play, played, cut, cut, write, writing, written, wrote. It means you are going to change the class. Next, adjective, clean, cleanliness, big, good, sweet, So this is the example of open word classes. Next one, adverb. Symbol is AV, quickly, frankly, now, yesterday, etc. That's why they are called as open word classes. They carry some meaning with them. Next one is closed word classes. See, here is a chart of closed word classes. That is determiner, pronoun, preposition, conjunction, operator, or helping verb, or interjection in enumerator. This is about the closed word classes. You cannot add anything to those words. That's why they are called as a closed word classes. See, what is the exact definition of it? Above words are called as a closed word classes because the members in these classes are fixed in number. We cannot make new words from them. It means that they cannot be inflected. They are not open ended. They are called as structure words because they are used to build structures. They don't have definable meaning. Keep in mind how you are going to differentiate between open word classes and closed word classes. In open word classes, you can add some particles, and in closed word classes, you can't add any particles and you can't change the meaning of closed word classes. And at the same time, they are used only for the structures. Thank you. Here we end about the open word classes and closed word classes. In this particular part, you search out the open word classes, noun, verb, adjective, adverb, and try to learn and develop your vocabulary. In next lecture, we will learn the next part of it.